So, I figured since I recently got a new camera, I may as well go ahead and record somewhere else. There we go, that's a little better. Welcome to my living room. So, as some of you may have noticed, the channel recently surpassed 300,000 subscribers, which is just an absolutely ludicrous number. So I figured there would be two different options. Either I would spend a video counting from 0 to 300,000.
Here's what I found on the web for how long would it take to count to 300,000.
Siri is absolutely pointless. Apparently, if you count 2 numbers a second, it would take roughly 5 days, 18 hours, 53 minutes, and 20 seconds. So I figured instead it's probably better to go ahead and do a Q&A. So I went on Twitter and on Facebook asking if anyone had any questions, and it turns out that, yeah, there's actually quite a few of them. Now, I haven't looked through these just yet, so let's get started. Now, the first question comes from someone whose nickname I can't read. He asks, does YouTube still send out golden play buttons? They sure do. So at 100,000 subscribers, actually, let me go ahead and get it real quick. Yeah, so when the YouTube channel first surpassed 100,000 subscribers, YouTube sent me the silver play button. Now, they do send out a golden play button as well once the channel surpasses 1 million subscribers, but that seems quite far off at this point. Maybe dude, honestly, 300,000 subscribers is already insane. The fact that 300,000 people, that's more than twice the amount of people that, you know, live in the city that I currently live in. That means that 300,000 people willingly pressed a button to subscribe to the channel. That's insane. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Project Jamesify asks, who is your favorite character created by Blizzard Entertainment? So I'm assuming this goes for all Blizzard universes, right? I mean, I've never really thought about this, but the first one that popped into my head right now, besides obviously Abathur and Alarak and whatnot, and Stetman and obviously Donnie Vermillion, I mean, we can't forget about Donnie, but I think my absolute favorite has to come from the Warcraft universe. I think that Arthas Menethil, it's just such a badass story. If you had to choose a game to replace StarCraft, what would it be? I mean, I just love RTS games. I love strategy games in general. The only game that I could truly see replacing StarCraft 2 would be either StarCraft 3 or like Warcraft 4. Maybe one day. I don't know. Fluffy Waffle asks, however unlikely it may be, what if YouTube would no longer be a viable option to upload content to? And this is one that I've been thinking about for a while, right? I mean, YouTube is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. But as we all know, usually these kind of things sort of come and go, right? Now maybe YouTube is gonna be here to stay for like the next 5,000 years, right? Although, you know, it's very unlikely that that is actually the case. Honestly, I just want to make video content. That's always been my goal. I really just simply enjoy making video content. And obviously I do so on YouTube, but I also do on Twitch. Monday through Saturday, I live stream there for about 6 hours at a time. I just want to make a lot of video content. So I'm sure that if YouTube were to ever like disappear, which once again I highly doubt, I don't see how it's gonna happen, right? But if it were to ever disappear, I would not be against, you know, trying out another platform. I think that just at this point in time, right, and it's really always been the case for like the last 10 years, YouTube is the best place to upload content to. There's just no real competition. Now, obviously, I did actually recently post a video on IGTV. I'll go ahead and post my Instagram down below for those of you interested. I try and post on my story there pretty much every single day, and I also want to upload a little bit more to IGTV. It's like a new thing that Instagram is trying out. And also, if you go to my Twitch page and you click on the collection tab, I think that's near the top of the screen. You get an overview of playlists of games that I've recently completed. So I've been uploading full games that I feel like don't really go very well on YouTube, and obviously I can't really upload them to like IGTV or anything along those lines either, just because the content is like, you know, 30 hours long on average or so. It's kind of ridiculous, but I've decided to upload full completed games that I've played on Twitch directly back to Twitch as well, and it's actually been quite nice, although at this point, there's no denying that YouTube is still king. Alright, so I'm gonna completely butcher this next name, and I want to apologize in advance, but I believe it's Le Quang Doi? I'm not entirely sure, but anyways, he asks, I love Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge. They are classic RTS games. Can you make gameplays or walkthrough of those? The campaigns are very entertaining and lots of fun, and congrats on 300,000 subs. Well, first off, thank you very much. So I played a lot of Red Alert when growing up. A friend of mine had basically all RTS games that were available at the time, and we just simply played those games for so very long. Now, honestly, I haven't quite decided yet what game I'm gonna play now that the epilogue of StarCraft is coming to a close as well. I haven't quite decided yet what game I want to be focusing on next. So I'm recording this the week before going on holiday, but I'm currently in the process of preparing videos in advance. Basically, next week I'm heading out on holiday for 8 days, and all of the videos that you're going to be seeing during that time are going to be prepared in advance, and I'm not entirely sure when this video exactly will be going up. I've basically been recording non-stop. But anyways, I haven't quite decided yet what game I want to cover, and I do want to do another campaign playthrough once again when I come back from holiday. So if you have any recommendations of any game whatsoever, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section of the video, because I honestly haven't decided yet. There are a lot of great games out there. I know a lot of people suggested like Company of Heroes, a lot of people suggested Heroes of Might and Magic, a lot of people suggested Command & Conquer, Generals, Red Alert. Like, there are so many great games out there that I could potentially cover. But if there's one in particular that you're interested in, let me know down below, because I'm definitely up for suggestions. Francisco asks, have you already done or have you thought about the idea of having a meetup with the Lokopian army? The Lokopian army, that sounds so very aggressive. I do meetups whenever I go to events. So usually I haven't been going to a ton of events recently. I've been trying to slow down a little bit more on the traveling, I suppose. It's been nice to just simply, we moved like a half year ago. It's been nice to just simply be here. But I do have a couple of events coming up. So if you are interested in like meeting me face to face, first off, don't be scared to like walk up to me and say hi when you see me at an event. I have a lot of people just simply staring at me from a distance. All I see is this. And then as soon as I make eye contact, they quickly look away, and then 2 minutes later, I once again see this. If you see me at an event, please don't be scared to come and say hi. But usually I've been doing this at a couple of events. Usually, for example, at BlizzCon last year, a lot of the StarCraft guys basically did like a meet and greet right out of the venue. I think the last day of BlizzCon. Basically, just keep an eye out on my social media, my Twitter and whatnot. I think Twitter and Instagram are probably the most common places where I will post about these kind of things. Just keep an eye out. I usually do meetups, and I think it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. We get to be socially awkward together, you know? Like, who doesn't want to do that? Bosco asks, if you are invited to plan an extra plot of StarCraft lore, what story would you make? I mean, that one's easy, right? I mean, obviously it would have to be the love story of Abathur and Stukov. I mean, was there ever really a question there? Jesse asks, do you play any non-video games like board games, D&D, Magic, or anything like that? Honestly, like this is a timely question. Me and the girlfriend, we've been playing a bunch of board games lately. So we've been playing 2 different board games. First off, I mean, I'm not sponsored, by the way, for any of this. I'm just showing you. I mean, I always have to like say that because for some reason everyone assumes you're sponsored by everyone. It's kind of weird. Anyways, first one that we've been playing a lot is Seven Wonders Duel. A lot of you recommended this. It's actually really, really fun. We recently, just a couple of days ago, got the expansion for it, and we've also been playing Pandemic, which I think is very well known. I know a lot of people recommended this one too. But yeah, I have to say, after playing video games all day, we're now playing also board games at night. I mean, basically what I'm saying is that I'm kind of a nerd. Alright, so it's time to go on a bit of a rant. You ready? Vlad asks, Loko, first off, congrats. Thank you very much, sir. And then he says, I think Fortnite is dying. Agree or disagree? Okay, let me put my phone away. Here's the thing. I see this thing pop up every couple of weeks. People are like, oh, this most popular game, it's dying right now. Here's the thing, guys. If you're playing video games in your free time, there are 2 things you can do. Your first option is to go ahead and play whatever game is most popular at the time, right? Right now, I think it's safe to say that's Fortnite. And if you enjoy Fortnite, that's awesome, that's great. However, the second option is to play whatever you enjoy playing. For some reason, I've been ranting about this over at the live stream. I feel very passionate about this, but for some reason, a lot of people feel like they need to play whatever game is popular, which is just boggles my mind. But please, like, spend your free time doing whatever it is you want to do. I mean, If you want to spend your free time knitting, go ahead, start knitting. If you want to play, you know, for example, a game from 2010 that goes by the name of StarCraft 2 in your free time, even though it might not be the most popular one, please go ahead and do that. And even, and this is a bit of a stretch, even if you enjoy League of Legends, no, I'm just, okay, now I'm pushing this, no, I'm just kidding. Just play whatever you like, please. Like, it's not that difficult. Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna be going on a short holiday for 8 days next week. I am already planning videos in advance for those days that I'm gone, so you don't have to be worried about that. I'm gonna be uploading every single day. That does mean that there's gonna be a short little hiatus from the live stream because I'm gonna be, you know, probably putting my feet up and just laying down on the beach while doing a whole bunch of nothing. That's kind of the plan. I might post some things here and there on Instagram though. We'll see. But anyways, for now, once again, thank you so much for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. It's good to see so many of you hanging out here. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, okay? Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.